Welcome to my channel. This is a science show. And today we're going to answer a very important question. What if you fell through a straw? As always, there are multiple ways this question could be answered depending on what exactly we mean by fall. If we're talking about falling in the more general sense, like falling off a cliff, then yes, you would fall. You'd free fall for a short time until the air resistance and the straw itself slowed you down. Eventually, you'd smack into the ground with a gentle thud. So that's one way you could answer this question. Falling, yes, but not very far. But what if we were to define falling more specifically? What if we were to say you fell through the straw like a skydiver falls through the air, completely unhindered by any forces except for gravity? Well, in that case, you wouldn't fall at all. You'd hover. See, when a skydiver falls, they're actually falling through a vacuum. All the air has been displaced by the shape of their body. The air moves very quickly as they fall, so quickly that it creates a low-pressure environment around them. Because there's a low-pressure environment below them and a high-pressure environment above them, they accelerate downward, just like anything else dropped in a vacuum would. But they don't fall forever. Eventually, the air starts to move back in, and they get met with resistance. That resistance is what slows them down and brings them to a stop. And the same thing would happen to you if you were to fall through a straw. You'd accelerate until the straw offered enough resistance to bring you to a stop. How far would you fall before that happened? Well, that depends on the length of the straw. A longer straw would allow you to fall further before you stopped, while a shorter straw would bring you to a stop much sooner. Also, the wider the straw, the more air there would be inside of it, and that means more resistance and a slower fall. In the end, though, no matter how long or short the straw was, you wouldn't be able to fall all the way through it. There'd always be some amount of resistance from the air inside the straw that would eventually bring you to a stop. So there you have it. Falling through a straw isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks for watching.